Another quite useful utility is the remap falloff. So say we have this falloff and we like the general shape of it, but the values are somewhat off. So let's wire in the remap falloff and highlight it. And by default it is automatically set up to by itself find minimum and maximum values in your falloff. So let's uncheck this here, and what we have now is pretty much the same as before here. So what we can now do is, just as in an image editor with levels and curves, remap this falloff value. So let's drag that down a bit and maybe just use the curve here to dial in a look or the values of a falloff that we'd like to have. Or even before doing that, we could just use the remapping here, the remapping function, to dial in the values as we wish. And as you've seen, by default, this is enabled here, and this will find the minimum and maximum values in our current falloff, and then use those to remap the falloff into a space of 0 to 1, which we can then dial in with the remap falloff curve here. So as you see, with the auto min and max input values, we see those areas here where there are actual values, and when we uncheck them, we don't see them, because what we did in the previous node is subtract falloffs from each other. So there are areas in here which have a value that goes below 1, which are not displayed here. And either I could dial those in manually and see if there are any values below 0, or I could just use the auto min max to check for me. So that is the remap falloff.